so just so you guys know, we've got two conversation channels going. We've got the Q&A chat on our Discord, and then we're going to be also paying attention to the chat on YouTube. We've got a couple of the other devs here. They're going to be monitoring both channels. So if we don't get to your question right away, just point us back to it. We'll come back to it when we get a chance. Jump if you want. You can go ahead and post the Discord link in YouTube if you want as well.
Oh, like our
Yeah,
Discord channel?
Yeah,
Sure.
our Discord server.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's somebody answering real questions.
What have I done?
It's a valid question. I like the way he's going. Nintendo 64, huh? The Atari? The NES?
Okay.
Can I play this on my PC XT?
Commodore 64.
Yeah.
So funny man, the DLC support is something that we're working on right now. Actually, this is one of the things we're going to kind of showcase. This first chapter that we're working on is utilizes the Automatron DLC, and then moving forward from that, you'll get some Nuka World support and Far Harbor. But this chapter right now is just focused around the Automatron DLC. And then for music genre, I guess we could say punk rock or alt rock.
Kind of a grunge kind of.
There you go. That's it. That's the right word there. The grunge. So it is an actual
Atomic
grunge band.
Up in Chicago.
Yeah, that has been nice enough to let us use their music royalty free. So we'll throw up some links to their YouTube, and I think they have a Spotify channel as well when this is all done.
Yeah, it's got a YouTube and a Spotify, I think, somewhere. We do owe it to our third-party mod author that gave us the connections to contact the band. We'll give a shout out to him here during the actual stream.
All right, so we're right on time to start with. I'm going to give it like another 2 minutes, 3 minutes. See if there's any late stragglers that are coming to hop in.
Paper's already got us covered.
It's a new radio station in itself.
It shouldn't have any conflicts. But again, that's all based on like the radio station. We haven't seen anything issues right now. Yeah. And this is a question on Discord. Yeah.
Looking over on YouTube, somebody named Sweet Burrito was asking a question about. I was wondering if you were going to add any bounties for the nuclear world.
Yeah, when we get to that point, we will be including additional bounties and new quests and new missions that utilize that world space. I'm just trying to track down the band's YouTube main YouTube channel.
Radio lever? Was it?
Yeah.
Or was it just lever?
I think it's just Lever.
Yeah,
It's lever.
Yeah.
I got you.
That was something we basically got permission from at the very beginning when we started this phase of our mod.
Yeah.
Posting in dev chat now. You can go ahead and sit up, boss.
All right. Oh, you put it in dev.
And I can throw it into the YouTube.
Yeah. So these guys are our band that were gracious enough to let us use their music. All right, I think. What do you guys think? Think we're good? Good to start?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Hopefully Spade will be
Figure
here for a
out.
while.
You want us to migrate, or
No,
you?
I'll migrate out.
Okay.
All right, so everyone else is going to be muted and on their own. It's just me at this point now. So welcome everybody. I'm very, very excited to be here after a full year release. Got over 17,000 unique downloads, which very exciting for over almost a 10-year-old game at this point. So that's great, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying our content, and we hope to keep bringing you stuff this year and next year and the year after that. So today what we're going to be looking at is two quests, one showcasing our band and our new companion, and then the next quest we'll pick up a little bit later on down our storyline. It was kind of hard to pick the quests that we wanted to pick and the ones that we wanted to show without giving away too much of the storyline. So the quests that you're going to see are fun and they're unique and they've got some unique mechanics to it, but they don't really fit into the overall story arc that we are telling. These are, I guess, what you'd be qualified as side quests. Moving forward from what we did with Retribution, we wanted to wipe the slate clean and be able to tell our story, a unique story that we had written, and we needed a sandbox environment for that. So we needed to focus on endgame as being where the story is going to get told. So when Mercs and Music starts, and where it will pick up, the majority of the content will happen after you have dealt with the Institute. There are a couple of quests peppered in throughout. If you were to choose to do a new game, that would activate before the end of the game. But for the most part, I'd say like 85% of the content is going to be end game content. So, show you the first one that we have for you guys. Now, it is Fallout, so I expect it to crash at some point during this. So just bear with us if that does happen. How is everyone finding the audio level with the voice? I know we don't have any sound effects yet, but soon enough.
They say never take a knife to a gunfight. Well, for those who face me, Didn't they forget to tell that tale?
How is that for audio level? Alright, cool. So, for our end game, obviously there's going to be spoilers if you haven't completed GTR.
If there are any left. There are rumors of a Midwest chapter, but intel sketchy on that. There are also rumors about an old chapter in West Virginia, but that place is such a mess from radiation, it's best to stay clear.
There's supposed to be
You
someone
would
in
have
there.
to be crazy to go there.
I'm assuming there was some combat and he decided to run away.
They say never take a knife to a gunfight. Well, for those who face me,
Alright, give me a second.
didn't they
Happens. Combat starts, they move away, they decide to do their own thing. There we are.
Listen, Volpe, I'm bored. Like, pull my hair. No. Like, skin someone alive. No, past that. Dude, I'm so bored I might shoot my own dick off. This place, I don't just mean the fob, but the whole goddamn Commonwealth. Needs some music or something. This radio tower, we only use a few of its channels. And in a moment of mercy for Spades 2.0, Ghost has given me the go-ahead to pipe some red-hot Raider Bandit musico out into the airwaves, if I can get the parts together. Bless his heart, but that is the catch. I'm on house arrest and I can't leave the fob. Now, we got two ways of doing this. I can ask you nicely and you can say, oh, sure, no problem, Spade. Glad to help. Or I can reach in your sternum and stop you from breathing. Just kidding.
Who are you?
Oh, you. Listen, Valty, I'm kind of in Merc purgatory here. I could use some help. The name is Spade. And let's just say a few too many innocent bodies entered my town as of recent. And, you seem like a guy with a can-do attitude. Can-do like me. But, sometimes I get confused. Ghost told me to go in the hearts and minds, and, came back with a backpack full of hearts and brains. Turns out he didn't actually want hearts and brains. Ghost knows better than to speak in metaphors around me. So here I sit in my inescapable jail.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, listen, because I don't say things twice, and if you come back morbidly baked, it's not my fault. First thing and most importantly, the 845 SE tube amplifier. You have two options. One is super simple, direct, and quick. The other may or may not yield results. Going with that Diamond City radio. Put a wushu throat pinch on that brand muffin radio host Travis. Do us all a favor and take his ass out. and redistribute his tube amplifier. Or like, you could ask, I guess, or like threaten, use violence, or something. But honestly, doesn't sound like fun to me. Second option is the bad option. Go find one, elsewhere. And honestly, I have no clue where to find it. I have some leads for the other two, but honestly, when in doubt, I choose violence. Second and third item, I believe can be found in similar, if not the same place. I need cable insulation to protect the wiring from elemental damage, and an attenuator to help level out the signal before it leaves the dish. I won't get into the gritty details, but all three are required.
So, one of the things moving forward that we wanted to do was have our quests a little bit more open than just a standard go here, collect something, kill something. So with this quest, you have the option to go to different locations across the Commonwealth on a scavenger hunt looking for parts. So you can go about it that way, where you can collect all the different parts and bring it back to Spade, or we can go to Diamond City and take a little bit more of an unorthodox approach. Just gotta check whether I have the perk I need. I do.
So, what to say about them?
Get the parts.
The East chapter are heavily armored and well trained.
So,
Their leader was a tough son of a bitch.
No, not yet.
hey, champ. I know we're operating on a brick short of a full load here, and they're running behind a complicated lemon, but you're not done yet. Do I need to use shapes and colors here? Go get the fucking parts.
So we're going to take the more unorthodox approach.
Look like you have something on your mind.
Earn their respect. Make them fear you.
So along with open choices, there's consequences for your actions. And the choices you make will end up having a physical, tangible change to the Commonwealth. Just gonna make sure I have the perk I need.
Just to make God wait a little longer.
You gotta listen. Mayor McDonough, I saw
Just gonna go about minding my business.
Poor bastard.
Yes?
So we're gonna go in and talk to a man about some radio parts. Now, obviously we got Diamond City Radio. running and playing.
Hi. There.
So this is where the choices come in. We could simply end Travis, take what we need, or we can take a subtler approach.
Travis,
Oh, it's you.
give me a reason not to kill you.
Wait. You're really serious? What do you want?
I'll need to find those radio parts.
So, we've got a speech check. We can purchase them, or we can use our intimidation perk to try and get that from him. Or we can back out and just shoot him. So we'll try with the hard speech check.
Why not just leave the Commonwealth? Make a fresh start.
Well, it was successful.
Well, it's not really my idea of good company, but I mean, whatever works for you, I guess.
So now, Travis is out of the radio business for good.
I got a good feeling about this.
And because of that, wasn't the most morally correct choice. Get a little bit of infamy.
That's what I always follows about me.
So now we're going to go bring Spades back, his precious radio equipment.
These Brotherhood of Steel guys ain't too bad.
I guess I'll be nice and I'll give him a stim pack so he doesn't bleed out and die.
Part of the Institute. 2 slugs in the gut, plus the fall from the elevator. I ain't gonna make it.
Quick, take this stim pack.
Thank you. I feel better. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna stay here for a bit.
McDonough's a sin. Someone has to do something.
All right.
I think you just forgot my kill count.
Spade saving life. And that's
Hey.
So, did you get the parts?
Yes.
Oh, a box of junk? I can turn this into sweet, sweet music. Give me a day, and you'll hear my sultry voice in your ear forever. I'll get to getting this set up, but I need one more favor. Can you talk to Ghost? Get him to let me out of this cage. Put in a good word for me. I promise I'll be good. I'll even come with you and watch your back. You can trust me.
Hey there.
Hey,
We've got to let him go.
Spade. Oh no. That little wet blanket fort? That's his own doing. I didn't put him in there. I told him he couldn't leave the base. For a good reason. Listen, he is difficult. Before you joined that little motel down the road, it was inhabited by scrappers. They're not outright hostile towards us, but they were territorial. I sent Spade on a mission to win over the locals. Go win hearts and minds. What he did is classified as a war crime. It's not entirely his fault. He takes things literally. He came back with a backpack full of gore, the hearts and brains of every one of those scrappers. I can't let him loose without supervision. If you're willing to be his moral compass and keep him in line, I'll green light it. He can follow you. If he proves to be too difficult, send him back here. He can stay on the base, play with his radio station. Good luck.
So, now we gotta give Spade a little bit of time to set up his radio. Go ahead.
Your sector, now.
Leave me alone!
Lost sight of the fucker. That's a couple extra on the kill.
So, now, Spade is free and loose.
So, what do you say?
Okay then. Let's stick together.
I'm wearing my good body bags for this one.
No, Spades ends up becoming a companion.
Sup?
I'm gonna send Jump home.
Head back.
Copy that. Returning to base. If you get bored, you know where to find me.
Spades has got
Hold up a sec.
fully voiced dialogue, same kind of stuff as the regular companions, mostly combat based.
What do you do here?
Other than creating sophisticated radio communications equipment and enhanced electronic warfare? I'll fuck shit up.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Okay. I propose this can for that rifle. No?
Now, we've got an own new radio station playing our Raider band of music. And in between tracks, you'll hear Spade giving us some DJ. Now, if we go back to the Diamond City radio station, there's nothing but silence because we have now taken Travis's equipment. And for the rest of your playthrough, because you choose to rob him, you have no more Diamond City radio. So you've got a small but tangible change in the world. So the next quest is going to take place a little bit further on along the storyline. It's a secondary quest. Spades and the radio quest can be played from day one. If you were to go through and do a new game, you're able to do this quest and then immediately recruit him, and he will accompany you throughout all of the original events of GTR and have his own little comments and input different events throughout the way. He'll be present in, certain scenes that are pre-scripted. So you get a little bit of a backwards compatibility with that. Now I think it would be beneficial to show you guys one thing that we've been working on that we've been keeping really, really quiet and under our hat. So I'm going to go over to the workbench here. And we have our own Pip-Boy now. So, fully functional, built into your arm bracer. All the normal animations still work.
Hi folks, Spade's here again, and I hope you're having a wonderful wasteland experience today, but I wanted to highlight a special someone out there today. Your local vault dweller. Welcome to the new wide
Now,
buddy. We're waiting for you at Natick Banks.
All of the
Back to the music.
Pip-Boy have their own paints, kind of match all of the dev paint schemes and camo. More customization. And I think it really suits this armor setup. Hold on, I gotta take the flashlight off this gun. Show you that. So the Pip-Boy lights still function, and then so as we implemented some requested features of like having the bracers show up in first person, but aesthetically it does a pretty good job of matching up with the rest of the armor set. It's a different variation as well that you can craft that doesn't have that elbow loop. So if you're doing like a t-shirt build and you just want kind of a leaner build, got some little glowing buttons on it, a little bit of detail to it. Now you can also switch back, use the generic Pip-Boy. Any point in time you want. You can also do, if you got your armor set up a particular way you like, included a first person view only. So in third person you won't see your Pip-Boy, in first person you will. Alright. We'll move on to showing off the second quest. So this takes place several quests down the line. There is a main storyline where you're working with our previous contractor.
Make sure you mark friendlies. Everything just looks like a bleeding meat bag to me.
A bunch of side quests that are independent missions that you would get from Ghost. And so this is one of these independent missions.
If that's what you want.
As you can see, I'm decked out in some of our new equipment. We've got some commas, got some new antlers, Nice little fur scarf. It was particularly to keep you warm in the radiation in Far Harbor. We did add a bunch of new gear as well. We're not going to show it all off tonight. That's, you know, part of the surprise when we release. Not all of it is GT gear. There's some gear that you will come across that have been slotted into the gunner's leveled list that they will make use of. And another faction. It's got a nice share of some gear.
Killed more men than me. I've never murdered anyone. Never will.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, yeah, we got our own shotgun.
The West Coast is just a shell of the former shell.
So it fully supports
When you're outside the
tactical
wire,
reload
remember, no one is
and bullet counting system.
and everything is your responsibility.
I would rather be flying right now.
It has its own custom skins and a decent host of attachments. I mean, it's shotgun. What more could you ask for?
She's a fancy gunship.
So I don't know if you guys are aware, but the SPAS 12 has a unique ability to be both pump action and semi-automatic. So right now that's a semi-automatic function
You better not cause any trouble.
over at the workbench.
We stand to make a whole lot of money.
You can swap it to use pump action animations if for whatever reason you don't want to be using semi-automatic.
Always be working. When your target is down, start looking for a new one. Always be working.
Now it has first-person, third-person models. It also works in power armor. So you won't T-pose, or the gun won't do any really weird, bizarre stuff when you're shooting power armor.
Rose says I'm a psychopath with a sick fascination with barbecuing the dead. She isn't wrong.
So let's check out this next mission. You're not here to watch me get killed a whole bunch of times, so I'm just going to turn God mode on. Actually, I'm going to go back and get myself a semi-automatic receiver first. Oh, wait, Thomas.
Hey,
Living the dream.
you ready to get to work?
I'm looking for work.
Yeah. I have something that needs doing. I got notified by one of our employers that we have yet to complete a contract. The strange thing is, we never took this contract. I have no documentation on it. And to be honest, it's below our interest level. Some Tato farmer says she paid one of our mercs, a guy named Leroy. He was hired to clear out a camp of pharaohs that were attacking the farmers. They were taking a shipment of goods to Diamond City when the caravan was attacked. There are two problems with this story. Number one, I don't discourage field teams from taking contracts of their own. What? They know they have to complete them, or die trying. I can't see a den of pharaohs being anything more than fun target practice for anyone out in the field. Number two, we don't have anyone named Leroy, or call sign Leroy. Either we have a case of stolen valor, or this Tato farmer is lying to us. I'm going to need you to investigate. Meet with the Tato farmer, just outside the wire. Go and figure out what the fuck is going on. If we do have a case of stolen valor, track down this Leroy. Put a stop to it. Can't have some wannabe tarnishing our name.
Glad you joined up.
a problem. One of your mercs we hired didn't do their job. We paid him 500 caps to clear out the super duper mart, told us it was all clear. We lost a whole shipment and a perfectly good Brahmin near Lexington. We want our money back and another 500 caps for the lost shipment.
What do you mean exactly?
Your guy ripped us off, and we want our money back.
If the price is right, I might help.
Your guy ripped us off, and you expect me to pay more? You're gonna fix this for free, now.
What? What are you talking about?
I just told you, your man Leroy took our caps and never finished the job. What are you gonna do about it?
What do you mean, him? Who are you talking about?
His name is Leroy. Said he was with the Rangian Guard and could take care of our ghoul problem. We were having issues with ghouls coming from Lexington, out of the Super Duper Mart, attacking our shipments. We made contact with one of your mercs near Mask Rabble. He said for 500 caps, he would clear out the SDM. He came back 2 days later. He told us the job was done. We sent our shipment to Diamond City, and my trader was attacked by ghouls. We are farmers and traders, not fighters. We can't take our caps back from you, but for a group of highly recommended mercs, we expected results. Pay us our caps back and what we lost, or I'm gonna start telling people you guys are useless. We want our caps back.
So, we have a choice again. We can pay her and go after this guy, or we can walk away from this and get violent. But for the sake of the stream, we're going to go ahead and play nice.
Here you go. I'll find him. You have my word.
You're going to track him down? Give him the once over for me. Make him bleed.
Alright. So we know he's somewhere up near Mask Gravel. So I can clearly see our target. But rather than just end him,
let's add to the death toll.
Looks like he's got some other unsatisfied customers with him.
That's a couple extra on the kill count.
We're going to go talk to him. We'll figure out what his deal is. Get my shotgun back.
I must be buried too.
Where did you go, fucker? Taking fire.
Shove off, eh?
Nope.
That smell. It's fair.
I knew these guys were here. I was waiting for them to spawn, but they were taking their time.
shove off, eh? This area is under the protection of the Rangian Guard. Leave now before I murder all of you. Holy fuck, bud. It's really you guys? Ah, fuck. What do you want?
This doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this?
Okay, guys. It's like this. Working is hard. I don't want to actually kill anyone. I just want to make people think I would. Easy caps, right? You guys show up here, start taking people out. Gunners, raiders, the Institute. Holy shit, bud. Mercs are unstoppable. I saw some of your guys out on patrol and figured, I could dress up and maybe shake down some farmers. No one dies, I get to keep eating.
So, we can simply kill him off and do as is told, or we can make him surrender.
Surrender now, or we kill you.
Okay. Got me. I'll give you the caps I have left.
Still not good enough. You'll have to sweeten the deal.
I don't have anything else. But I can come with you guys. Clear out those ghouls, keep the money, and we go do the mission. That kind of stuff. It is important to you guys, right? Honor, loyalty to the contract and all that. We do this mission, and farmers will be happy. No need to kill me, right?
So we can let him go off the hook, not bring him with us, straight up kill him, or we can bring him along with us. Let's bring him along.
Come with me, but you'd better not make me regret this.
Yes! I can't wait to see you guys in action.
Now we got us pretty close to Super Duper Mert.
Naš život je len jeden, prečo si nevychutnať všetko, čo ponúka.
Alright. Get into the super duper mart. See about clearing out some ghouls.
Oh, cute! They're fighting back!
Then go down. Engaging. Engaging. Then go down.
It's not paranoia when they're
Then go down.
Yes.
Engaging.
Everyone stop!
Focus started. Engaging.
Looks like the area is now clear. We're pretty much done with Leroy.
I was fucking amazing, bud. This mercenary thing is easy. I should come and join up with you guys. I mean, I would only take contracts against like ghouls or ant roaches. What do you say? Can I join?
So we can, once again, just kill him for pretending to be one of us. Or try and intimidate him, get him to leave. Just tell him to go away. Let's go with, you should just leave now.
You should just leave now.
Okay, guys. Shove off then to you too.
So now that we didn't kill him, we solved the problem to customer satisfaction. We got a couple points into the virtuous category. So along with all the little choices you make, we're tracking them to give you different kinds of outcomes and to kind of
Then go down.
lock you into future endgame content depending on your moral alignment.
Oh, no more fun.
And based upon your alignment of being moral or immoral, you may get specific sets of perks or abilities or sales at vendors. So we'll go back and talk to Ghost. It is sort of like a karma system. I don't want to call it a karma system. There are other mods out there that did it. It's more of a choice and consequences for your action, and the way that the world then treats the player based on that. I mean, Coder had it in like the alignment of light side and dark side. I think it was more in that genre than a true karma system, because I'm not going back through and tracking all of the vanilla choices that the player could make. It is simply based around the guard and their reputation and how your actions reflect on them as a mercenary company.
I used to be a frontline like you,
Track down
and I took a
wannabe.
bullet to the knee.
Yes, sir.
Can't say I completely approve of your decision to let him go. After pulling a scam like that, probably shouldn't just be walking around. I respect that it was a field decision. You did what you thought was right. Hopefully, this doesn't encourage other people to do the same.
So, Ghost isn't entirely happy with the choice that we made, but he accepts it.
When I grow up,
Now there is a tangible, real world outcome based upon our choice here.
Shell of their former self.
And unfortunately, this is one of these things where it's going to be a spoiler, but I think it was just the best way to kind of illustrate to you the kind of consequences you guys will have. Some of them, depending on choices you make later on, can greatly affect locations that you can attend and how people will treat you at those locations.
If there are any left. There are rumors of a Midwest chapter, but intel sketchy on that.
Kids gotta earn their keep too.
There are also rumors about an old... When you're in the field, I expect you to be polite and courteous, but have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
So, a little time after our little encounter with Leroy, he opens up some little shop right down the street from our FOB. There's Leroy and his bucket and fantastic plate carrier. It actually holds the fine china.
Oh my god. You guys came to see my new shop. Listen, I'll give you a 10%, no, 5% discount. Yeah.
Why not just leave the Commonwealth? Make a fresh start.
What? And not get to hang out with my best friends? And my best customers? Am I right, guys? Guys?
How did you end up here?
Well, I walked, naturally. It was a long hike. You guys took off before I could load up my gear in the vehicle. Rude if you ask me.
So, now we got a little shop that we can trade with. He's got some unique gear to sell. You know, recovered gunnery gear. You can acquire a version of his bucket and some Leroy specific clothing. Also sells crafting supplies. Got the Beskar and the Toyota. And
Hey guys, aim for some more Beskar. I need that pound of flesh from you. Nah, just some caps will do.
Not today.
Well, then make room for paying customers, bud. I got plushies to accompany in the field. Oh, and maybe some combat-rated shirts.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, check this stuff out.
Now, if we had just straight up murdered him, we wouldn't have our fun little shop.
Two lovely ladies.
All right, lad.
Some men lust for women. Others lust for cats. But I only lust for open sidelines.
Now we can go forth and be a buckethead.
Na zdrowie.
So, in the grand scheme of it, we have some new clothing items and new new attachments we can put on. I'm going to show you one of our new attachments that a lot of people had kind of been asking for.
Going dark.
Our little Grogu. This is one little NVGs. Ready to take care of business. So that is all you guys are going to get to see today. Last I counted, we were at 32 new quests. The amount of gear that you get in this expansion isn't going to be anywhere near as what we originally had and what we originally released. But it's new customization options for the existing gear.
It's just an action. You know, there ain't no good, no bad. I don't see the difference between eating a sandwich and decapitating an enemy combatant. It's all the same. Alice can get some pretty good speed out of this old hunk of junk. Don't tell her I said junk.
So I think at this point, what we'll do, go back to the main menu and just kind of sit there and idle. I will switch back over to the dev channels, and we can do some Q&As.
Happy anniversary.
Hey guys.
We are very behaved.
You guys hear me?
We hear you.
Awesome.
See.
So we'll kind of open up the floor now. To
Thank
people
you for coming to our little show.
Yeah.
And happy anniversary. And may the 4th be with y'all.
May the 4th be with y'all. Happy 4th from the Middle East. It is 5:02 a.m.
You stayed up all night for this.
We've been really excited to show you guys today a lot of the things, especially the Pip-Boy. For sure. Do you guys have any questions for us? Anything?
There's the one they put in a Q&A.
Yeah,
I want to know.
So that's actually the Mandalorian caricatures for Ghost.
Oh, that's funny.
Did the fast mags get nerfed? In what sense? Do you still reload
speed?
Yeah, you know, the crackhead reload speed.
No, you still got crackhead reload speed.
No, no jetpacks. No.
Not yet.
No. No portable high ground.
But Jed, you got your baby Yoda.
saw you. Either get fast mags or no fast mags. You can only have one or the other.
Well, you just wear one fast mag and then put different things in the different slots, and then because the effect stacks. So if you've got like 3 fast mags on, it's gonna stack on top of each other.
Our myth.
I don't want my crackhead reload speed.
Exactly.
I don't know how math works, so.
And just for those who are watching this later or currently too, we also have a Q&A on our Discord, so we're answering questions from there.
It's a great question. Darksaber, anybody?
I think there's already a mod for that.
Not in our, yeah. No plans for Darksaber in our mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes like you got Dark Saber at home.
Yep.
And yeah, Tanaka, those stacks, so if you have like 3, it's stupid the speed of your reload.
Yeah.
If Starfield has like some sort of energy melee weapons.
Right.
Maybe.
That's if Starfield can even be modded.
This is true.
This is true. Let's hope it can.
There are 76 energy weapons that might fill the slot if that ever becomes available.
Oh, dear lord.
Yeah, why doesn't it?
But some also have been asking, and just to clarify, so everything that basically goes showed is usually taking place after
yeah,
the original GT mod.
That is correct.
The only things that show up if you says, let's say, do a clean save that are new would be Spades and I think Noble's loyalty mission. Other than that, everything else comes after. And there are, I don't know, did you mention, Ghosts, about the loyalty missions?
No.
With the other companions?
So each companion will have a loyalty mission. This is how this project started with Mercs and Music, where we wanted to kind of expand on our companions, give them a little bit of a backstory, reveal their backstory, and completing their loyalty missions will let them tell that story to you, as well as if you complete it to their satisfaction, you get a perk, a unique perk to that companion. However, it's New Vegas style perk. The companion must be in your party for you to get the perk.
Hey boss, Burritos asked a question. Alex, playing stealth characters, do you have any plans in the future to add something like a lightly around stealth arm?
I guess in the original GTR, we introduced some kind of lighter armor playing sets, like a cloak, just a ballistics mask, a smaller, like lighter weight armor set. That's kind of where we're at for the scout class.
You also have the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you real quick.
I am sick as, so will this be an update or will it be a separate mod to GTR? So this is basically like an expansion? Oh, I get what you're saying. So it's going to be a separate mod. So it's not going to be an update to GTR, it'll be its own separate mod.
But it is going to need GTR to function.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's safe to install any point through your playthrough. It's designed to be played basically at any point during it. The majority of the content you won't get until endgame, though. That's kind of like that what I was talking about earlier, where we wanted to have a blank canvas to tell our story with. You can either try and rip out all the quests and from the vanilla game and do that, or you can get to the end of the vanilla game and then add all your story and content to that. That was the path we chose. So everything moving forward is kind of going to be post Institute.
And again, like he mentioned, like this is originally just going to be 4 quests, and there's more than 4 at this point.
So this is kind of
I once military take out a death row with a pen. A fucking pen!
this is kind of the light trooper, scout trooper kind of build.
Tiberius is asking one of you LMGs by any chance, but as Ghost tends to tell us, there's a rainbow for that.
I used to be on the front line.
Also, I
like
see
and then I took a
some
bullet to the
questions about Tusken Raider staff. We haven't made that, but now I'm probably gonna make it. So.
There you go.
It's a pretty
There's the
simple. It's a
answer.
pretty simple looking weapon that's really cool. So from like a 3D modeling standpoint, it wouldn't be too hard, but it would be a really fun prop. So.
All right.
It's
well,
a
there you go.
stick.
Yeah, it's a stick. They'll come up with some funny attachments because it's his is like 2 parts, right? So.
And just to clarify, was the question from Scar Tom asking if we
Oh,
could
yeah.
have a Tusken Raider staff like we saw in the Book of Boba Fett and such.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your answer, Thomas, our 3D artist.
He's down to make it. I'll put the time in to put it in game.
We're gonna definitely get a version that replaces the club end with a giant can of beans.
Yeah.
So.
Pocket beans.
Yeah.
just a stick with an empty bean can on the end.
It's not empty.
ooh, beanstalk.
Yeah.
Of course.
You should have one that has a spicy bean can and it deals fire damage.
So.
Jalapeno on a steak.
So Emperor Tiberius mentions about the light machine gun. So due to how difficult it is with animations and such, we are limited to what weapons we can put in.
I mean,
So
nothing's stopping you from downloading like any of the combat
weapon pack.
Yeah, and then there's like the M249 on its own and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I just don't want to cram too much requirements into this for people who don't want to utilize those mods, right? So, the nice thing about Fallout is if it's not included in a mod, it's probably included in another mod.
Isn't there a stock MG2?
Yeah,
I think so. And Lord Thickness himself has an interesting question. How PTSD riddled are our squad boys?
That's a tough question. I mean, I think
you'll learn a little bit with Noble through his quest line.
You learn a lot about Reaper and Spades, Vlad. I think most of our guys have not a tragic backstory, but a challenging backstory, and I think adversity is what breeds good fighters.
So. I can neither confirm nor deny that a future character has night terrors.
I know.
Minor character.
I just want beans, bro. That's it.
I know the one thing we're excited for is to hear comments for Reaper's quest line. We won't say anything now, but definitely do his quest line. It's different. We're looking forward to the feedback on that.
Ford's asking a question about the ballistic mask.
I think we would have to like raise up the actual shape of it and change it because it just sits right over the character's eyes now.
The main reason that the ballistic mask is so short is the idea was to allow you to have some sort of Mando mask and be able to wear hats. So
you can put on the berets and the baseball caps with it.
Yeah, and like the boonie cap and stuff, like that sort of thing, or the hood and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're not wearing a helmet, you may as well be headless.
Don't want there to be any spooky stuff. Yeah.
There will be some interesting things. There'll be surprises. I'll say that. So
we can either confirm or deny that there's any spooky stuff.
So the question is from I am a stick. So will there be any spooky stuff? Like I mentioned, we can't say much now, but we have a few surprises.
definitely got very creative with quest design and story design with this, because I wasn't stuck playing within the vanilla story in which, player must go and destroy. Now that quest line was done, yeah, now that quest line is done, I was kind of able to sit back and really write some pretty wild out there quests, and I tried to get away from the follow trifecta of, kill and collect and activate as much as possible. But unfortunately, those are the main three ingredients into a follow quest. So as much as I could, I tried to shy away from those options. And when I did have to use them, I tried to implement them in a new and unique way, or at least a funny way.
Kind of like you mentioned too, it's like there's a large emphasis in this mod for player choice.
Yeah.
So there is like a few quests, like depending if you have Spade, Snowball, or someone else, the quest could end differently.
And you'll get different dialogue options with them depending on which companions you bring for some of these quests. And you'll get a nice pop-up if a specific companion is required for a specific quest. Kind of to prevent some of the problems we had earlier on with not having companions with you.
At least in Vlad's eye. The
Yeah.
funny man asks, will Noble still be Tato the new update? Like I said, they'll be.
Hopefully he's
we'll
a little
see.
bit more less chatty, I'd say.
Because we heard the feedback, and since I do the voice lines too, even I get tired of myself.
You just have to give him more Deathclaw stakes. Just in his inventory, you need 9,999 Deathclaw stakes at all times.
Anytime
you get noble is a quiet noble.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
A hungry noble is an ignoble.
Wow.
The only reason you chat is just because at the time when we were starting GTR, we were testing everything we could to make, because I was able to get lines down quickly at the time. But we definitely wanted to improve, and we definitely appreciate feedback.
The difficult part with adjusting those lines is the quest that controls them, that controls when he says them and how he says them. Once it starts and once it activates, it tends to get stuck. And changing those variables after the quest runs kind of means that you don't necessarily see the changes on that current playthrough. So on subsequent playthroughs, he should be more quiet. With GTR running, he should be more quiet. Spades tends to break up his chatter a bit. So if you have Noble and Spades together, Noble tends to talk less.
Well, at least it's not raining.
Right.
Oh, Rafe asked this earlier, and I definitely want to ask. Will Spades get his chocolate?
You know what my rule is for inside references. It has to be implemented in a way that if you have no idea what we're talking about, you still enjoy yourself. So if we can.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like we got a couple more questions coming in on the Discord.
Let's see.
I'm looking at what Dick said. He said X-File stuff. I would go on X-File stuff, but me and some of the devs are fans of Lovecraft horror, though.
Especially SCP stuff.
That's not this me waking up screaming and eating, or about my lust for beans. That's not in the game. That's just real life. So.
Eating new pants is because of pocket beans.
This is true.
It's not even night terrors. It's more of just getting ideas.
No, I sleep with open cans of beans.
Did you
Sometimes
spill the
they,
beans?
yeah, you know, you see all. Yes, constantly.
You don't sleep in the beans? You don't like
Yes.
have a giant bean can?
Whoa, that's a good investment
We
opportunity.
can either confirm nor
Yeah.
deny that Lord Thickness himself has spilled the beans.
Ah,
Beans.
oh, maybe you can show this ghost too.
What's up?
You could probably show the other attachments for the RU-556.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
So I got a little bit of inspiration from the concept art, and we basically added. Well, Ghost will show you. It's one of my few favorite things we've been adding. We've added a lot, and we'll definitely make a document and probably an article when we release the mod of like the new things that have been added in. There's a lot. Also, while we're waiting to load, maybe you want to give them an update of where we are currently with the mod?
So, just today, I sent hopefully a completed alpha to our testers. We've got new voice lines that we still need to implement that we're waiting on our voice actors to get back to us, and then we can get them in game. And once that's done, we'll pretty much be ready. And I guess now that we got the gaffy stick, we got to get that in game.
Here's an interesting question. Sorry.
Hell, I have a ton of. What was it? Are you looking at the same one too? The public commando backpack.
Yeah, you go for it, buddy.
Yeah. So, YouTube question was, are we?
I remember that guy who had two long guns on his back. Said one was for monsters, one for people. Pointed out they were both just M4s.
We can leave it as a suggestion for now and see down the line.
What's that?
I'll send you a pic later, Thomas, of what it looks like.
Someone
I can
also-
Google.
See, the Great Owl also asked a custom weapons when I want some Galac-tac energy weapons.
What I wouldn't give for a lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Ghost is answering that question. Yeah.
To friendship.
This is something we actually created very early on too, or set up rather.
Man, I wish I had enough spare time for a jetpack. Portable high ground.
So like I said, a little bit of inspiration. It's a little bit of a cursed weapon, but there's like a modern twist to it. So we basically set up like a, I guess like a modern weapon version of
Wasn't happy when I gave him
Boba
6
Fett's
frags
blaster.
taped to his stick. I still say it what it was.
And it does come with either energy or ballistic firing. Pew, pew, pew,
Depending
pew,
on what barrel you picked.
Yeah, that's true. But based on the barrel you pick. There's two versions.
The only way to stay alive out here, kill those that are not living the dream.
I still have God mode on. Yeah, over here.
Oh, that's wicked cool.
Looks a fun
It's
little thing.
truly a Star War.
Right?
So basically we just used the RU-556 and just added a few more new attachments.
Little fun little attachments.
I don't have one, so I tend to see how ghosts react.
Give you that,
Not too
Add a
bad.
patch of it that says
Even if it's already kind of happened.
I thought we did. Actually.
What's that?
Will there be a clone or trooper model that has accuracy issues?
Well, Ghost made his own individual fatigue mod.
Yes.
So it's sort of an energy weapon, but tend to stick to and favor ballistic weapons. I mean, you can't deflect a chunk of lead with a lightsaber. So,
I mean, you can't.
I mean, you can't. And it'll just evaporate and cover you in molten bullet.
I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Okay.
Better hold your breath.
Outsiders always ask us how we drink the element on.
To also just to give props too. So Bussy's the one who set up the Pip-Boy, and Thomas made the textures, and we were really happy with these two were able to develop for us, and for you guys too. We're really excited for the Pip-Boy.
Contact.
This is a fun question. This coming from Tenkata. I have a tough question. Not exactly mod related. What's everyone's favorite food?
Well, I like the calzones a lot. They're my favorite.
That's pretty good. I'm about meat, beef,
and pineapple.
I'd be like, I'm gonna say steaks and hamburgers, but calzones and pizza are also pretty great. But
I do like grilled chicken, but I could definitely go for some ramen with chicken ramen with.
Oh, it's because I shot the kid, and then the kid started attacking other people, so then they started deciding to.
Where did you go, fucker?
Mostly because I shot Thomas in the face a bunch of times with a laser rifle.
And the surprising thing for me is the steaks aren't my thing. It's usually ramen. Ramen's usually my favorite if I can.
Fight for cover.
I guess this is a little bit fun fact too. So that Death Claw steak coat that I did. If I remember when I came in, it was just I hate MREs and that was it. Ghost gave me the privilege of making it longer, and it became a meme we did not expect it to be. And it's actually funny because what was it? It was like 3 days before release. I was telling you like we need to change this line or do something to it. So that little give that Noble a steak was something we implemented last minute because it was just getting annoying.
Yeah.
I'm with this. He posted with him on that, but I would like grilled chicken and boiled eggs mixed in with it.
boiled eggs?
Not boiled eggs, but like what's that? Like
You're a psychopath. That's the worst way to make eggs. It's outside the microwave. I grew up thinking I hated eggs because they kept giving me hard-boiled eggs, and I was like, wait, you make them literally any other way, they taste infinitely better.
But technically, deviled eggs are hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, but you've covered them in like tasty spices. That's different.
Though that they boil the egg, but like they get the yolk nice and runny.
Oh, poached eggs, those are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's way better. Yes. I'm no longer judging you.
I'm only allowed to myself 2 eggs in the morning, but I'll make that bigger with about a half a cup of dry potato flakes.
Mm.
And it's so fluffy when you cook
I
it.
can't say I've tried that. That sounds interesting. I have eggs. I don't have potato flakes though.
Hey, Missy, you have
I'll
a
try
question. Missy,
what?
how's the? Oh, no, he's answered the question. Now, never mind. Lord was asking about the cyborg arm.
But the cyborg arm, I have to do the texturing and the retopo. It's there.
Arm. It's there. Yes. Oh no, I have terrible idea. I'm gonna type it up. This is...
And there's one thing I'll say. There is one last armor set that we added, but you'll have to play the mod. We're excited for that too. There's a lot of little surprises we've been adding.
Alright, man, I guess we'll catch you later, man. I'm getting ready to clear out here myself. It's almost 6 a.m. and the sun rose about an hour ago.
All right. Well, we can wind this down. I think the conversation or the questions have come to an end. Unless you guys have any last minute questions for us.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Devs aren't supposed to be asking the question there, Free.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, somebody had to ask the important question.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Again, if you guys haven't already joined,
Oh yeah.
Like, 1 second.
Yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord, you should, because then if you think of a question later, you can just type it out and somebody might just answer it.
Yeah. And you also get more frequent updates as to the progress of the next mod.
And you can be exposed to our wonderful personalities 24 hours a day.
Except for me, I kind of just disappear and then.
Yeah, I was
shows up a week and a half later with brand new assets.
I'm like, hey, look, guys, I made like 40 new types of helmets and an entire armor set. Guys, you want to just implement things for the next 4 months? Yeah.
Oh, we've seen Spaceballs, and we're actually planning to watch it ourselves one of these nights, especially when I get back from deployment, to have it.
Wait, Spaceball?
Yes.
Can we have a dark helmet?
Stop coming up with fun ideas.
Can we go plaid?
Go plaid.
And one thing too, do we want to mention about the recruiting, Ghost?
Oh yeah. If any of you guys are interested on hopping on board, we have a need for some voice actors and some CK level designers. If you guys have,
if you're music talented too, that'd be great.
Yeah. If you like to play around with the guitar in the basement, or you've got some experience writing sheet music, that would be more than welcome to experience for.
Or if you'd like to play around with the guitar out of the basement.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, only in the basement. That's the only place it's allowed.
It's the only place it records well.
Actually,
nice
we want you to get inside of your shower and/or bathtub and just stick the amp sticking straight up, and then hang the microphone off the shower head. Because
reverb.
Yes.
I don't know about that Tato's guy. I don't trust him. He seems kind of sus.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
All right. Well, I think we'll say goodnight to everyone. For those that didn't get to watch this live, we will be hosting it on our channel once I trim it up a little bit for the intro. All right, guys.
Thank
Take
you
care.
all for coming. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Gamers.
Happy May 4th, everyone.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
Said it. Oh no, it's a twerking stormtrooper.
A moment.
What a great way to end this stream.
There are 5 of them.
Oh God.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Take care, buddy.
Cheers.